Yo! Welcome back to another edition of the Cruising Podcast. I'm your host, Andrew Cruz, and today is Monday after the weekend, and it's a fantastic Monday. And I'll tell you why in a second. But first, where you can find the Cruising Podcast is on YouTube, also on Apple Podcasts, also at Spotify, and anywhere you get your podcast needs. That's where you can find the Cruising Podcast. Also, where you can find latest updates of the Cruising Podcast, upcoming shows, anything big that's going on. You can find at Instagram, on Instagram at Cruising Podcast, also on Twitter at Nicetown Finest. Yeah, buddy. Like and subscribe on YouTube, and also leave a review on Apple iTunes, and also really Spotify too. If you can do that, you are awesome, and I will love you forever. Okay, so listen. It's been a crazy couple weeks. All right, we had our first. We had a presidential election that went on a little bit longer than we all were. We were trying to figure out the finale to possibly Donald Trump's presidency in 4 years of practical chaos and unknowingness and uncertainty and divisiveness. We've went through 4 years of that. And I am proud to say, and I'm happy to say, that congratulations to Delaware's own Joe Biden. Listen, I know a lot of people are Trumpers and Trumpettes, and wherever the fuck you are. I don't really care. Listen, it doesn't matter your affiliation, but what pisses me off about Democrats and fucking Republicans, both of you pissed me off. Because what angers me is that it feels like it's a team sport. It feels like I'm watching football and it's the Eagles and the Cowboys going at it. Yeah, I said the Eagles, motherfucker. I'm allowed to say the Eagles because of the fuck I am. But listen, it's like y'all made it into two different teams, and we're voting on how the fuck America is going to survive in the next 4 fucking years. That should be on everyone's mind, is that America has been ran shittily, especially during COVID. COVID-19 was literally had to be the nail in motherfucking Donald Trump's coffin, because it was poorly done. I'd keep hearing somebody say, I won't say who, but what more could he have done to, I don't know, stop the spread? I don't know, maybe actually take the fucker seriously for the first, month that we were hearing about it. Maybe finally, doing something like you've been saying you wanted to do, was close fucking borders. So how come you didn't close the borders when something becomes a pandemic? This is how a pandemic happens, by the way. Epidemic is in one place. A pandemic spreads across borders. Once it started spreading across borders, that's when you stop letting people the fuck into the country for at least 3 to 4 weeks. It doesn't make sense. I would have suspended all travel. I would have did something to stop the spread. That's what he could have did better. What also he could have did fucking better was calling it a hoax, calling it the Chinese flu, doing everything possible to make it into a fucking joke. And so everyone else, when you see the leader of the free world making these types of jokes, the people that follow him are going to start making the same stupid ass jokes and not take this thing seriously. And that's where we have a disconnect. Why this thing became a team. Everybody, look at the economy. Yeah, but did the middle class get stronger? Did the lower middle class get stronger? Did the lower classes get stronger? Economy works for 1%ers. Sorry to give you that fucking info. I remember when people were putting out Biden's tax plan, and literally it was people on Facebook that I know personally. Listen to me. And this is gonna be a very hard fucking truth for you. That tax don't mean shit for you. You don't make enough money. I don't make enough money. You don't make enough money to be taxed that fucking much. So for you to sit here and say that you were upset about Biden's tax plan, you're a fucking idiot. You're an idiot. Sorry. You clearly can't read, or you were just too poor, maybe to read. I don't know. I don't get it. You try to find every excuse, just like with Obama, just like when President Obama was there. You try to find every excuse. Even went to the man's religion just to try to say some things about him. It's just it burns my soul to hear these people talk in such a divisive manner. Sorry, I'm going to talk a little bit in divisive manner too. But we do need to bring this country together. We do need more training for the police. We do need more training of our elected. We do need a better, stronger elected. I can't fucking say words right now. We need better elected officials. People that are actually going to make the fucking changes that we need to have this country in this world to be a better fucking place. That's what we needed. We got a bunch of rich billionaires that are heads of committees right now. How the fuck is Ben Carson the head of HUD? Housing and Development. How the fuck is Ben Carson, who is the first doctor to successfully complete a fucking open heart surgery? Maybe he should be around where whatever Fauci's at, like he should be the head of wherever Fauci is, and then you fire the man that is fucking telling you what to do during the COVID-19 outbreak. I don't know. I just don't. It feels like now, it just feels a little bit better. I know a lot of you are saying that, oh, well, he had 47 years inside Congress. Hey, listen, just to give y'all one more thing, and this is my last little political thing, and I'll get it right into the fun part of the show, which is Joe Biden winning. Okay, so listen. A lot of you keep saying 47 years this man has been in Congress / government, or he has been a government official, which is true. Good shit. Great job. He may have, yeah. But we're talking about one man trying to change the minds of thousands of people that are inside these that he's probably have seen walk through those fucking doors. Hundreds at least. Thousands probably might be the better number that have walked through those doors, and he survived all of them. He was working even after some have either passed away or been fired. That's commitment to America. You're welcome. Apparently, we're supposed to be idiots for saying that he's going to change things. Hey, guess what? He was never in that top position like this. This is the president of the United States, which is a figurehead position, if anybody fucking knows. What we need now, more than ever. I know a lot of people were like, yeah, man, we need to go out and vote for the president. No, fuckers. That was step one. This is step one. Step two is to at least split the Senate. Democrats have the House. Now we need to kind of split. We need that checks and balance, actually, to tell you the truth. America needs a checks and balance. I'm actually not mad at a Republican Senate. Sorry to tell you guys, this probably sounds fucking stupid to you, but we need to have that checks and balance. We do. Sorry. It has to happen. Third, next step. When midterm elections come up, show the same motherfucking veracity that you showed for the presidential election this year. That's what affects you personally, is midterm elections. That means your mayor, your district judge, all that shit. That's who you actually need to be voting for, because they affect you personally. Like Judge Lena, is it Lena Hidalgo? A lot of people were upset with her at the start of COVID because of the lockdowns and shit. I mean, was she wrong? We kind of needed to lock down for a while. You know, Greg Abbott is the governor. You know, this is the shit that we need to be voting for. If we're going to change our day-to-day lives, this is where it starts. That's actually where it starts, is these midterm fucking elections. We need to turn out for these, just like we turned out for I promise you, in 2 years, we're not going to see the same fucking thing. And it's going to piss me off. Everybody's going to be like, whoa, we voted for president, so we won. No, you did not. You didn't win. Sorry, you didn't win. Because we need new motherfucking people at the tops in our fucking individual states. Sorry, that's what we need to do. And I'm going to be one of the main people that's sitting there doing that charge. Also, in the next 2 years, I'm going to figure out a way to get a reform out to legalize or at least decriminalize marijuana in fucking Houston, Texas. Because, or actually in Texas as a state, I don't know which one of the two, doesn't give a fuck about it. One of those two need to happen, because CBD is great and all, but marijuana, like the flower, has done so many dividends for so many people, especially in a place where there's a bunch of vets that are dealing with PTSD, that are dealing with injuries. If people don't know, Texas has a very high number of veterans, especially of war. Very high number, especially in Fort Hood. So what we need to understand is that this is one of these things that we need. Also need to fix these fucking roads, but that's a whole different story for a different day. All right, so what has Andrew Cruz been watching for the past couple weeks now? Listen, I've been watching a lot of shit. Okay, first of all, on Netflix, I found the best CBS show I can ever have found, next to Under the Dome, which is Evil. It stars Michael Coulter. It stars Michael Coulter, aka Luke motherfucking Cage, and it's fantastic. It is following a group of Michael Coulter's character is a preacher in training. He has two different recruited people that are trying to debunk like miracles, like religious things happening, like demons and devils and shit like that. That's what they're trying to debunk and also try to solve, like exorcisms and things like that. This is what they're trying to, fix in the world. I guess New York City, well, not the world, maybe New York City. So this is what this show actually is based around. It's kind of my Supernatural. It's probably going to be my substitute for Supernatural until they fuck me and they say, whoa, it's canceled. Because it's on Netflix though, guys. It's 13 episodes. There's only one season so far, but I'm telling you, it's the best show CBS has to offer. And I mean like better than CSI type shit. Yes, I said that shit. I know it's blasphemy, but I hate fucking CSI. I think it's a dumb fucking show. And the one dude that just every fucking episode I watched at least 5 of them. I don't know which CSI it is. Don't give a fuck which CSI it is. But when I watched this shit, every time he does this little thing where he looks at the camera with that little sideways look and stuff, like he just fucking jam it in somewhere, fucking square into a round hole. It's what it felt like every time. It was like it was like the most unnecessary look either at that time. Like, yeah. Well, maybe we search to come. I don't know. I don't get it. I'm not a fan of it. Like Clooney used to do that shit too. George Clooney. That's why that was a joke on American Dad when they did an episode about him. Clooney used to have that same thing on fucking ER, and that shit used to irritate the shit out of me. Yes, Clooney used to be on TV shows called ER. ER was actually very fucking good. If you haven't seen it, man, that's some 90s fucking television for that ass. It used to come on when fucking New York Undercover came on. And it was great. New York Undercover was great too. I think they were talking about bringing it back too. Okay, sorry, my bad. I went on a little fucking tangent right there. My bad. That's UPN type shit though. But listen. Oh, speaking of UPN, listen. Netflix is doing some. I think it's Netflix. Yeah, Netflix or Hulu. I might be fucking around. Yeah, it was Netflix. Netflix has all the old school UPN shows. And what's crazy is that I was watching YouTube one day and I stumbled upon this video talking about all the UPN shows. I'm like, that's weird that I'm watching this and all the old black sitcoms that came on UPN at the time are now playing on Netflix. Interesting. Like One on One, I know a lot of you don't know about these shows. I know a lot of people don't know about these shows, but One on One, Half and Half, Moesha, everybody knows Moesha, the Parkers, stuff like that that they used to play during on UPN at like literally at prime time, like it was literally at the same time as Friends, and they were actually challenging Friends for viewers. That was it had a predominantly black audience, of course. You know, man, I used to watch Eve. That used to be a really good show. Let me tell you something. The Hughley show was definitely the top. Was the tits. Okay, it was the tits in the balls. No, I'm playing. But all right, so yeah, if you haven't watched it yet, but Evil is actually a very good show. It pretty much it reminds me of, like I said, Supernatural, but without it seeming real. If you know what if you catch my motherfucking drift. Also, we have a very sad thing happening right now. It's just, we got a couple sad things. I'm not going to put it on the same spectrum of sad, but we've had a few very, very heavy deaths in the entertainment world. You know, Sean Connery, what probably the greatest James Bond of all time. I know everybody didn't like this movie, but I love this movie. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I love that movie. I thought it was really good. Not it was one of I'm weird. I like weird shit sometimes, but this is actually Sean Connery actually played a very good role in the movie. But definitely probably the greatest James Bond of all time. I used to watch James Bond with my mom all the time. That's why I know I know these movies. Shit, man. Alex Trebek. Listen. I used to sit around watching Jeopardy. That's how I learned a lot of things, because watching Jeopardy. Alex Trebek has, everybody knows, he was dealing with pancreatic cancer it didn't feel like when he announced it, it's been 2 years since he's been fighting this. And I'm just, you put your prayers out for his family, and you're also knowing that he's not in pain anymore, but he was such a big influence in kids watching a trivia show that literally, like, it was a different type of trivia show, and he made it possible for that, and it's great, man. So rest in peace, Alex Trebek. Rest in peace, Sean Connery. There's been quite other few deaths too. In the rap industry, like King Von, he passed away. It sucks, man. Like, then the last little political thing, but can we please stop fucking killing each other? I'm asking this as just a straight up fucking answer. Can we please, as the black community, can we please stop fucking killing each other? Can we please stop with the dumb shits, man? Especially when we got money. Why? Why? Because of gang beef? Because of dumb other shit? Like, why are we fucking still doing this? Why? It's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. Some people might not have hands. Some people gotta, establish their dominance or alpha fuckingness or whatever. But why are we still killing each other, man? Chicago, Atlanta, it don't matter where, bruh. Why are we still doing this shit? Why is this still a fucking problem in the black community? And we talk about police brutality, but we need to fucking bring down this fucking black on black crime. No, I'm sorry, not black on black crime. Black on black murder and crime, but murder mostly. We need to stop fucking killing each other, man. That's when they're going to start hearing us. They want us to kill each other. That's what they want. They want us beefing. They want us being still that crabs in the fucking barrel. Eva Longoria. Listen, I understand this. I know I wasn't supposed to go political. Got a little political. I'm about to get a little political real quick. Listen, the Evil Longoria shit. Listen to me. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, Latino, Asian, Portuguese, whatever the fuck you are. Listen, everyone came out to vote. Everybody showed the fuck out. This is the most voting turnout. I think this is the most voters have turned out in history. Just putting it out there. Who gives a fuck who did more? It's always somebody trying to take that fucking credit. Who cares? The job got done. Move the fuck on. Doesn't matter if, Latino women almost doubled this and that. No, nobody gives a fuck. No. This is where the problem lies. This is where it is. This is where the problem is. This is exhibit fucking A. Who cares who voted? Who did most this and that? Who gives a fuck? Why do people need the credit? Why do you need that shit? You don't. You don't need that shit. Who cares? Nobody cared. Nobody, not even the Latinos gave a fuck. They said, we're going to go out and vote because we went out to vote. Doesn't matter if it was black, white, or motherfucking other. We went to go vote because that was my civic duty. That was my voice. Who cares? Who did more than what? Gives a fuck. Nobody cares. Sorry to give you that. No, nobody cares. It doesn't matter. People went out, got it done. It's like sports. Well, you put up 45. It's just like you put up 45 points, but what if you lost? What if that was a loss? Now that means shit. Who gives a fuck? Fuck. All right, so let's go back to goodness gracious. Let's go back to Netflix shit. Okay, listen. Netflix has been putting out some motherfucking bangers. Yo, I don't know what's going on with the anime community. But if you're trying to tell me that Netflix ain't got any bangers on their fucking shit, you are totally fucking mistaken. Listen, I started watching Castlevania by accident. I'm almost done with season 3. Oh my goodness. The fight scenes on this fucking show. And I like vampire type shit, but fuck, man, Castlevania goes on a different motherfucking level with the fight scenes. Just the fight scenes alone brings me into that show. The storyline, great storyline, fantastic storyline. Dracula's all right, it's gonna be a little bit of a spoiler in 3, 2, 1. Dracula gets pissed off. Let's just say that Dracula gets pissed off and wants to burn down a whole fucking city. And he gave them some time to get their shit together. And they did not get their shit together. And they got fucked up. So that's practically the premise of the first fucking season. And then you go from there. Like, they did a fantastic job with this show. American anime is getting up there. Like Seis Manos, fucking Castlevania, Cannon Busters. I know a lot of people probably didn't like Cannon Busters, but what was great was this showcase finally at least some type of African American, not African American, at least some black in anime. Oh, it was so great to watch. And it wasn't no overly muscular talking like a motherfucking talking like Smokey Bear from fucking Starsky and Hutch. Like, it was literally a black dude that didn't give a fuck. And most of the cast was colored as, black people. So that's what's great about Cannon Busters. And also the storyline is fucking fantastic. A undead fucking gunslinger, a guy that can't fucking die with a fucking car that turns into a big ass bull, like that. And he's a bounty hunter or something. Like fuck, man. It's like watching a black it's like almost a black version of Cowboy Bebop, but not better. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Cowboy Bebop is literally like an S tier fucking anime, and you don't fuck with that. All right, you don't fuck with Cowboy Bebop. Sorry, nobody does, except for like Bleach, because Bleach is S tier for me, and maybe not for others. I don't give a fuck, but it's S tier for this guy. Okay, next. Another anime that came out sneakily and nobody, like, some people talked about it, but didn't really overly hype it. So I'm going to fucking overly hype it. But Blood of Zeus. Whoo! I had to rewatch it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's one of those shows where you don't catch some of the things the first time. And the only problem I had with this was it was a weird drawing style for me. I thought I wasn't going to like the drawing style. It actually worked. The drawing style actually works. It's one of those, I'm more of those traditional guys like Seven Deadly Sins who fucked it up, but who fucked it up later on. But like, the art style of like Bleach and Naruto and all the rest of these, like that's my art style. It's actually a very much different art style on Blood of Zeus, but man, it worked. It fucking worked. And it almost like it was done very well. The only thing that bothered me, and if you do know me personally, like very personally, I'm a huge fan of mythology. Huge fan. I love reading about the Roman gods, the Greek gods, all of them. I love reading. I love Norse mythology, all of that shit. I love learning about these things. Which bothered me is that Zeus is not able to be harmed by any other of the fucking gods. Zeus ain't supposed to be harmed. And Zeus seemed like he was I think the only thing that probably makes sense is that, like, all right, well, we need to make this more dramatic, so Zeus is going to have to, Zeus can get fucked up if it comes down to it. We all know the story of. I know a lot of people don't know the story of Zeus, but Zeus used to come down from Olympus and start and just fuck. He's just like going around fucking. He comes in as an eagle, turns into a human, or are they fucking eagle? I don't know. That was some of the stories. Not going to lie to you guys. There's a lot of fucking, bestiality going on in fucking Greek mythology. Just putting it out there. Don't judge me. Don't judge them. It was BC type shit, and they didn't know what the fuck was going on. But there are some mythologies where, Zeus just comes down and starts beating some cheeks. That's just life. I mean, that's his life. And he was a god. So, I mean, like, not only was he a god, he was the god of the gods. He was the guy that everybody was afraid of. Everybody took their orders from. That's what was cool about this show, is that, it seemed like they were finally starting to fight against them. It was one of those times where it's time to go to war against you, homie. And that's what made this show actually very fucking compelling and very fucking good. It was a very good show. So if you guys get a chance, definitely watch Blood of Zeus. It's actually 8 episodes, 7, 8 episodes, 30 minutes each. It's actually a very quick watch. Like, I mean, I watched it in a fucking night. One night. I watched that motherfucker, and it was done very well. Once again, Castlevania, Cannon Busters. I'm going to continue. I'm going to shout Cannon Busters from fucking rooftops. That's what I'm going to do. Also, Netflix has been canceling a lot of other shows, which is really fucking irritating. Like, how do you cancel Away? That was actually a very well done show. Why? Why would you do that? Well, Hilary Swank. I think it's Hilary Swank. Hilary Swank, this is like her first starring role in a very long time. Like, almost $1 Million Baby type long time, if I remember correctly. Like, I haven't really, you don't see her in like a big movies anymore. But why would you cancel a very good show in the first season? It was only one season. Why would you cancel that? You bastards. Fuck, man. All right. Have I been watching anything else? I've been watching a lot of other shit, but right now, I'm within 30 minutes. Okay, cool. So listen, coming up this week, this is a big week. This is a very huge week for fucking nerds. For all nerds. Last week was my big week. That was a big week for me. But for all nerds, this week is a fucking huge one. First of all, we're seeing the end of a gen in video games. This is literally the end of PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. These are the last life cycle. This is literally the last life cycle of these consoles. We get the Xbox Series X, which actually comes out tomorrow. And then a couple days later, I think it's Thursday. On Thursday, PlayStation 5 comes out. This is a huge fucking week, guys. This is big. This is no drill. This is big. Also, what comes out this tomorrow. Sorry, what also comes out as a launch day title for probably Xbox Series X and PS5. Assassin's Creed Valhalla fucking Holla. Oh, you thought that was it? Whoa, hold on. I get to live out my ancestors? Did killing motherfuckers and raiding shit? Yeah, I get to do that. Yeah, I know I'm black, but my family, if you go back in time, are fucking Norwegian. So that means we got Viking blood in us. So fuck you. That's why I said that that's my ancestors. Yeah. So now, listen. Valhalla comes out on Tuesday. Thursday, what comes out? Spider-Man Miles Morales. What? Spider-Man Miles Morales comes out. This is not a fucking drill. Also, what comes out later this week? Call of Duty Cold War. This is a huge week for nerds. This is what I'm talking about. It sounds crazy to others, but if you are a nerd and you play video games, this is what we've been waiting for. This is what we've been waiting for. Even though Xbox royally fucked up by not having Halo come out as a launch day title or as close to launch as possible. That was a fuck up. I'm not gonna lie, that probably hurt a lot of that's probably gonna hurt a lot of their sales. And also there's like a Xbox is out there, please let me know because I would probably pick that motherfucker up. But the PS5 has 4K, like both of them definitely going to have 4K capabilities. I think they also said like 8K capabilities, which I didn't even know there was 8K. That was possible. So fuck. All right, cool. I'm very excited to see what people think of the PlayStation 5. I've been hearing some really crazy things about it. Apparently at Best Buy, some of them are overheating. This is why you don't get the first ones. You don't get the first batch. You know what I'm saying? It's a smart thing not to get the first batch. So it might maybe the second or third, maybe the third or fourth batch of PlayStation 5s. But I just didn't want to be behind. But I'm probably going to be behind because, you know, people actually fucking work and can't just stand outside of places and get pre-orders. So fuck, you know, and also they had a limited pre-order list, which is fucking stupid. But hey, you know what? I'm not upset. I'm not jealous. I'm not mad. I'm just gonna sit here and say that that's some bullshit. No, but like I said, this is a huge week for nerds. Huge week for nerds. Last week was a huge week for your boy. Why? Because a new issue of Philadelphia came out. A new issue, the first issue of Last Ronin, the Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Last Ronin came out. Also, Watch Dogs motherfucking Legion came out. It was a huge nerd week for me. Let me tell you why. Because Philadelphia, once again, fantastic comic book series. If you have not read this comic book series yet, you are missing the fuck out. I have to get every issue. It was tough finding all the issues, but I found all of them. It's fucking amazing. I hope I can sell that shit for thousands of dollars or actually have a big ass comic book collection. Just like I just need that. I need to have a bigger comic book collection. I feel like a filing cabinet is not enough. It's not nerd enough. It's not great enough. So I need to do better. So, but Ninja Turtles Last Ronin. I don't want to spoil it, but it did come out like 3 weeks ago, which is on you. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, listen. I was right. I told you guys I was going to be right, and I was fucking right. I'm normally right about these things. I said it. You guys, if you have been listening, you know what I was right about for Last fucking Ronin. And let me tell you something. It did not disappoint. The reveal did not disappoint because the way they kind of did the whole story. The way they did the story for this week, you know, we're down to the last turtles. They're fighting the grandson of Shredder. He's fighting the grandson of Shredder. You know, it's like a cyberpunk type New York City right now, like New York City at this point, and the last turtle has the three others ghosts pretty much following him, talking to him the whole time, and they kept it very well hidden to, like, their mannerisms. Raph's an asshole. Donnie's gonna say some smart shit. Leo is gonna say some fucking like some leadership type things. And then you also know Michelangelo is gonna say something that's very, that's comedic, because Mikey is the comedic relief. And what's cool about this comic book series is that what's going to be cool about it is that he's using all of their weapons. He's using all of their weapons, and that's what makes it so much better. It feels like that, like their ghosts are teaching them how to use how to use their weapons, and that makes it even that much fucking better. So if you guys get a chance, please go pick up Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Last Ronin, because it does not fucking disappoint. Okay, so tonight I'm gonna try to be done with this in the next like 10 minutes, but I'm going to stream at least 30 minutes of gameplay of Watch Dogs Legion. I've been waiting for this game for a very long time. The problem is that the disc in my fucking PlayStation decides to pop out the discs. So this is why I'm getting the digital only edition of the PS5, because I'm not dealing with this bullshit anymore. This bullshit. Okay? It's bullshit. And so I won't be doing that anymore. But I'm gonna stream the gameplay for that. I was very excited about it. Like, you literally can recruit NPCs into your fucking like group. That's what makes this so much better than the other Watch Dogs. Because I'm telling you, Watch Dogs 2, I played it for a little while. I just didn't like the dude talking that much. It really was pissing me off, because I feel like that's not my character. My Andrew, that's not me. Like, I like Aiden. Aiden Pierce was definitely my favorite out of the two, because he didn't really talk. He just got shit done. That's just the way things go. Sorry. What was cool, also, another thing that came out was Apex Legends had another season come out, a new season come out, and they have a new level. The level is actually, they made it very fucking big. I think it doesn't look big on the map, but it's actually very fucking big. And new things. It's nice to see new things on Apex. And now you can have pretty much your own clan on Apex Legends now. So like, you can make your own clan, can run around, do your thing and shit like that, and get points. And it feels like I'm playing Call of Duty Warzone with my, if I was to make a clan, if I was to make my crew or whatever, you can do that on Apex. And that's actually a very good fucking addition to the game. Really, the new Horizon, that's her name, right? Yeah, I think her name is Horizon. The new legend that's on there, her abilities are actually not fucking bad. Like, she got a little like black hole thing that sucks you in, and so like you can't really get away. It takes you a minute to get away from it. Like, shit's actually pretty fucking cool, pretty smooth. And also she makes that little thing that makes you jump high. It kind of like a Octane's fucking launch pad, but like it's like a blue light that you can whatever. You can do big things off of it. You can jump off of that and shit like that. It sends you up in the sky and you can jump off of it, whatever. But this new season actually is done very well. I can't wait to get back on and playing it. Like, I've been streaming that mostly on twitch.com at nicetown_finest27. That's just what, twitch.tv, sorry. twitch.tv/nicetown_27. But yeah, that's damn, I see, I've plugged my own shit and now I'm fucking confused. But yeah, so tonight I will be streaming some Watch Dogs. Hopefully tomorrow, if I get off a lot earlier, earlier. So if I get off earlier, I'm going to be streaming Watch Dogs again. So yeah, that's where we're at for right now. That's where we're at for the past couple weeks. I know I got a lot more for you guys. I'm gonna try to have another show later this week. I'm hoping I can have a later show later this week. So yeah, man, I get fucking drained from work. Work been draining the fuck out of me, but it is what it is, man. I gotta do better for you guys. I give you guys some more news, some more things that you should watch, especially if you're still at home dealing with COVID. This is bullshit. I know, I understand. So I want to give you guys some more information and more details about many other things. So with that, I want to say, man, I want to thank you guys so much. Thank you guys, man. Stick with, everyone that voted, definitely everyone that voted, great fucking job. Great fucking job. Good job. Even the people, I know we're supposed to not, no, it doesn't matter. Even the people across the aisle, you came out and voted too. We made our forefathers, which I don't give a fuck about, but you guys, and me too, made our forefathers proud. Now, what we need to do is get rid of this fucking electoral college situation because it is poorly done. I'm just putting it out there. It's fucking stupid to have it. That's a whole different story for a different day for another podcast. But before I get done, I want to say, man, I'm proud of everyone, man. I'm happy for everyone. Hopefully, I know a lot of you are upset. There's been a lot of funny ass memes. There's been a lot of funny ass videos. Hey, he brought it upon himself. He brought it upon himself for real, for real. We got to be real about it. He brought this shit upon himself. And then, it's kind of hard to, take a kid out of Chuck E. Cheese. So just put it out there. You know how hard we all have nieces, nephews, children that if we went to Chuck E. Cheese to try to get him out of the ball pits, that's a tough situation. Just putting it out there. That's the White House situation. Just putting it out there. So with that, man, I want to thank you guys so much for listening, man. I know I probably lost a lot of Trump supporting people out here. Don't give a fuck. But with that, I want to say thank you guys so much for listening. Don't do anything. Oh, what the fuck am I doing? Oh, where you can find the Cruising Podcast is at YouTube at Cruising Podcast. Also at Nicetown Fine. No, what are you doing, Andrew? Also on Apple Podcasts and also Spotify. Sorry, if you guys know, this shit is practically done uncut. Well, not practically. This shit's done fucking very uncut. So everything you're hearing is literally happening right in front of you. So I'm human. Unless you guys are an engineer and want to fucking produce my shit, that would be fucking great. I would not be mad at you. But I want to say thank you guys so much for listening. Once again, where you can find the Cruising Podcast is on Apple Podcasts, also on Spotify, anywhere you can find podcast needs. That's where you can find the Cruising Podcast. Also, where you can find latest updates to the Cruising Podcast is at Cruising Podcast on Instagram, also on Twitter at Nicetown Finest. And if you want to see me stream Watch Dogs Legions for at least 30 minutes, you can go to twitch.tv/Nicetown_Finest27. Damn, I sounded fucking professional. Second time around. Woo! And now I fucked it up. So with that, I want to say thank you guys so much for listening. Don't do anything you want to do, and I'll catch you guys later this week. I promise later this week because this is a huge fucking nerd week. So with that, thank you guys so much. Love you guys. Don't do anything I want to do. Like and subscribe. Also, leave a review. Deuces!